Hello, everybody. My name's Alexandra.
And I'm Angelica.
And this is Legends of Yesterday, where we talk about history's mystery. Did you mess up on it?
No.
Whoa, I don't think so. But I'm fine. I'm scatterbrained. So, where we talk about the history's mysteries and ghost stories of Florida.
Florida.
Now, we do have animals throughout this office space.
So
One of them who's about to have a temper tantrum.
If you hear clicky clackies or barky barkies, it means that they want butt scratches, and
that's about it.
Yeah.
So for today, I know I don't have the usual iPad. I have a clunky dark mode, so much better. Okay. So it is January.
Happy New Year! Oh my gosh, we're all a year older. It doesn't matter when you were born. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter when you were born. You're a year older. So if you were 29 and you're 30, like me, you're now a year older.
Yeah. Congratulations.
You're 30. Congrats.
You're wise.
Try getting up.
We've been around the sun another
Try standing
time.
up. Try getting on the floor and then standing up. Try it. Do it right now.
A baby
Take a minute.
falls on the floor and tries to get up.
Take a minute. Just take a minute. Fully sit on the floor. Butt, floor, legs, flat. Now get up.
So how's everyone doing this year? How was your holidays? Was it hard? Ours, we don't know yet because we're filming this a little bit before.
We're filming this before New Year's. Mm-hmm. So
to make sure that in the new year, we're on time, we're prompt, we're following all our scheduling requirements, responsibilities, and announcement. This is games.
Oh, yeah. So starting in the new year, we will be having our streaming network on Twitch and YouTube, I believe. So there's like a way to combine the both. I'm learning. But we will be starting our streaming service. This is Games. Insert logo here. This logo was actually created a couple months ago with a couple of our friends from actually our gaming lives. So they helped us out.
We were told that we should have been recording the process because the process
was wild. The process was so ridiculous. I would like to thank, I would actually like to give a huge shout out to Kevin, Kyle, and Calypso for helping us out.
Thanks,
with
guys.
figuring out logo. And with figuring out like how to do a schedule, and we're gonna be working on what games we will be playing. So especially if it's me, it's gonna be a lot of horror games. So
and for me, you'll see. Again, if you're on Patreon, let me know what you want. I am your helpless puppet.
And that's the beauty of our that's the beauty of our Patreon, is that we're gonna be doing a lot more of like, you guys get to choose things. Yes. So because you are a part of the Patreon, because you are subscribing to it and you are helping us out with that extra charge, you're gonna be able to help us pick some stuff, especially because we're indecisive.
Yeah, well, we're indecisive. You're helping to support us, and as improvisers, we love suggestions. So
this is true.
Suggest away.
Yes, but we are going to be getting on to the story. So if you are new here, welcome. I love you already. Stay forever.
Welcome to our chaos.
Welcome to our chaos. If you don't know, we do 2 episodes a month of This is Legends of Yesterday. The first episode of the month is always something a little bit more historical, a little bit more fun facty. And then our second episode is normally either our mystery, ghost story, aliens, true crime, things like that. So this week,
I don't know what she's going to talk about.
So
I saw some pictures
last night. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Last night, I was playing Arc Raiders with my friend Calypso, and Angelica was privy to the conversation, and it actually inspired because I actually had something totally different for today, which was a lot more boring than what I'm about to talk about.
I have no idea.
So,
just to give you a heads up, last night I was playing Spyro while watching Mystery Science Theater 3000, and then also in this conversation. So I hope I caught what you were talking about.
Women.
Oh,
Women. So in Arc Raiders, it's a game that you can play online. It's super fun. It's open world, so you can there's a lot of like proximity chat that goes on, and actually in some tasks you're supposed to work with other teams to complete like major tasks. So I truly, so far, Love that game.
Okay.
Super worth it. Not sponsored.
So is this about?
No, this is about, we were having a conversation in there because there are some guys that we encountered and they made like a lot of crude jokes. And then we encountered this group of girls and we literally giggled the whole time. And then at the end, I was like, oh my God, women. It's just a fun time, you know? Yeah. So I switched. I was going to do some stuff, which now I'll probably put on the Patreon. But I switched to something that is all women. So we're going to be talking about 2 women this month. One, which is... Feminism. One that I am extremely excited to talk about because she is a Pulitzer Prize winner.
Ooh.
And our next episode is much more on the darker side. So stay tuned. Yeah.
Okay.
So
women doing good, women doing bad.
Yes.
Angel, devil. Let's go.
Which will come into account
Okay.
next episode. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about someone who is currently still alive, but she's retired.
Okay.
Her name is Edna Buchanan.
I swear I was like, Edna Mole.
Edna Mole.
It came to my mind.
Capes. Okay, sorry. So Edna Buchanan is a American journalist and writer.
I know who this is.
She was born March 16th, Pisces, 1939. And we're going to talk about her because she is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah.
Bless you, Victoria. One of our dogs just sneezed. Blessed. All right. So Edna Buchanan was born in Paterson, New Jersey. In high school, she worked in a coat factory. And after graduating, she worked with her mother in an electric plant.
Okay.
She attended Montclair State College, where she took some creative writing course and was then enticed to become a writer.
Ooh.
We're talking about a writer today.
Hey.
Okay. So her and her mom ended up taking a vacation to Miami Beach down south. And according to Buchanan, that's when she knew that she needed to leave Paterson. Okay. She walked off the plane, felt the weather, felt the vibe, and was like, cowabunga, you know what I mean?
Well, first of all, it's a California thing.
Yeah, but
I'm offended.
Okay.
And second of all,
Viva Cuba.
I feel exactly like once we came into the Miami airport.
Fort Lauderdale.
No, Miami. And
that one time.
It was different. Yeah. Like we had just been in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's a different vibe. It's very touristy.
And it's just like you're hit with color, you know, like because literally
there's a lot of art.
The walls are full with art. There's color. There's Cafe Cubano. There's
it smells so good.
It's really good. And like I feel like because it's our home already, it's like you're going somewhere else and it's like gray or like beige, and then you come there and it's like, this is where I belong. This is like where there's so much, there's diversity, there's color, there's art, there's all this stuff. So
it's funny because when we came back from Wisconsin and we got to Fort Lauderdale, remember how I was like, oh, Spanish, I'm home.
Okay,
like so I just heard the Spanish Christmas music from the speakers.
Context. So we went to Wisconsin in December, and when we went to Wisconsin, nothing was playing in the Fort Lauderdale airport. Like there were notifications of like safety, watch your bag, whatever. Then we started getting to the Midwest. I think we went to Detroit. They started playing Christmas music. And I'm like, oh wow, there's Christmas music playing.
Snow
and then we
in
went
August. Sorry.
we went to Wisconsin, and there was also Christmas music just playing in the speakers. And we're like, wow, like it's like a Christmas vibe. And we don't like, you get like little Christmas trees here and there in Florida, in South Florida, but it's all like, oh, that's it, it's green outside, whatever. It's just like a symbol that it's winter, you know. When you're in Wisconsin, it's like you're in a Hallmark episode. Like,
Literally, it was,
snow
I'm not
everywhere.
kidding.
Everyone's smiling.
Meanwhile, we're used to like Florida, where it's like, oh my gosh, what? And like people are a little depressed. And then over there, they're like, we're so sorry we sent you here in the snow.
Yeah.
And we're like, I'm having a great time.
This is the thing that like short circuited my brain. We got into like this traffic, not jam, but like a thing where it was like we were in a tight space with another car. We had a beautiful person take us around the town, and
Jake, a beautiful person. Come on.
he's a nice guy.
He's a beautiful soul.
Beautiful soul. Beautiful person.
What a beautiful, glorious little snowflake.
Whatever.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Anyway, he's trying to get into this like area, but he's like really tight with this older woman. And like in Florida,
That was wild.
in Florida, we'd be like, it's like, okay, just get it in, like just go past, and like honking, like, come on, you're gonna hit me. We were so close. But instead, this woman, this short circuited my brain. She smiled and she waved, and I waved back from the back seat. And I was like, "Oh my god, people are so nice here."
Yeah, it was really like, seriously, it was
Hallmark
crazy.
movie.
I felt so mean in Wisconsin. I felt so mean because, you know, we're super honest here.
Anyway, I'm sorry,
But
detour.
yeah, I was just like, I was there and I was like, this feels like a Christmas movie.
So I understand.
Like the
I
beauty
understand-
of Miami.
I understand
Like going
the
to a
beauty of
different
Miami.
place
Yes,
and seeing
yes,
the new
yes,
thing.
yes.
Right. Yes. Anyways, I'm just saying. She began her career for the Miami Beach Sun to cover crime, local politics, society, celebrity interviews, and occasionally letters to the editor. So people writing in.
Okay.
And in 1973, she was working as a police beat reporter for the Miami Herald.
Ooh.
You see where we're going here.
On the beat.
Mm-hmm.
I
Then-
don't see where you're going here. at
Okay,
all,
it's
but-
fine. You're gonna go like, what? No way. Okay, so in 1986, she won the Pulitzer Prize in general news reporting. She had retired from the Miami Herald in 1988 and devoted herself to writing novels. She wrote a book called Miami, It's Murder, and it was nominated for an Edgar Award in 1995.
Like,
So it was 30 years ago.
you're gonna kill me for this. Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm not going to kill you for this. It is Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh,
Good job.
Okay, fun fact that I just discovered in 2025, around October. Edgar Allan Poe is one of the first detective novel writers.
Oh, really?
ever.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if you know Poirot from Agatha Christie, Edgar Allan Poe, I don't remember the name of the detective he invented, but he has a very similar character who is a detective. So he's like one of the originators of the detective novel, if not the originator.
Skylar Hobbs? Is it Hobbs?
What?
The detective?
I don't know.
Oh.
But he's French also, I think. Which
I
is
don't know.
why I think Agatha Christie, because Poirot is hers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, yeah, it's actually like regularly called the Edgars, and it's presented every year by the Mystery Writers of America, which is in New York. And it's named after Edgar Allan Poe. Because he was a pioneer of the genre of mystery fiction, nonfiction, television, film, and theater published or produced in the previous years. So
I should have just been patient and listened to you, but I jumped the gun.
she had also an autobiographical book called Autobiographical. Pardonnez-moi. You know, yeah, you know,
Yeah?
you have your master's in writing.
Yeah?
You mess up on words.
Yeah?
It's the tone for me.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Buchanan's autobiographical book called The Corpse Had a Familiar Face inspired 2 TV movies starring Elizabeth Montgomery. In The Corpse Had a Familiar Face in 1994 and Deadline for Murder. Do you remember that? No. Deadline for Murder from the Files of Edna Buchanan in 1995. The latter was marking Montgomery's final acting role before her death that year.
Really?
Uh-huh. If you guys don't know, Elizabeth Montgomery She was, what's her name? Miss Brady.
What?
So,
What?
I'm sorry, not Miss Brady.
Oh?
Bewitched. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes. So she played Samantha in Bewitched. I'm so sorry.
So she did this when she was older because it's the 90s. Wow.
So it was like right before she had passed away.
Wow.
1995. She passed away May 18th, 1995.
I've definitely never seen this.
Okay. I've
I've
heard about it a lot. I haven't personally seen it. But then Buchanan also had a novel, Nobody Lives Forever, and that was made into a TV movie in 1998.
Okay.
So
is it also called No One Lives Forever?
No.
Oh.
So she was actually embarrassed in 1990 because she was quoted extensively in the book Blue Thunder, How the Mafia Owned and Finally Murdered Cigarette Boat King Donald Arano. So Donald Arano, that was something that was written by Thomas Burdick and Charlene Mitchell. Mm-hmm. So Burdick had actually led her to believe that he was seeking only background information for this, and that he hadn't used a tape recorder or took notes, and he asked her to hypothesize about people and situations, and then quoted her as if she were stating fact.
What a jerk. What? This is why you don't say nothing. This is why you stay quiet forever. You don't talk to, you put yourself in a little hole and you scrunch yourself up real tight and you put a bow on that, and then you don't appear to the world for 20 years because they betray you and publish a book saying everything you say is factual, but we all know nothing's real. Matrix.
Whoa. Okay. Well.
Anyway, either way, that sucked.
Well, she had fought tooth and nail to try to have her name and those quotes removed from the book after she read the galley proofs, but she was told by the publisher that it was just too late. That's a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, it is too late if it's already been published and stuff, unless, like, my assumption is she had a lawyer that was like...
Well, it had hit the publisher, and then she found out that she had been quoted rather than the hypothesis.
An article? This is a book, right?
This was, the book.
Yeah, so it's not... I mean, I don't know how it works. I don't know how does it work? Find people of YouTube?
Well, I can tell you a little bit about Donald Arano, the person that this was hypothesized about, because you have to think, like, Buchanan was someone who was involved in a lot of political and murder cases, and she was best known for being on the front line of journalism for a lot of, like, major cases. So what does a journalist always say? What's, like, their biggest pet peeve?
My thought is, like, you keep your sources safe.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact that he had tricked her into saying this was, like, such a big deal, and I understand this also as a like, if you're talking about, like, women in media, this is even more dangerous for her. Yeah. Because she's already exposed, she's already written a couple books, people know who she is, so they know who's being talked about, right? Yeah. So he was born...
this is why you put yourself in a hole.
Yeah, a deep, dark hole.
You hide away from me.
Whoa. So Arano was born in the Sheep's Bay neighborhood of Brooklyn. He was the son of a Russian Jewish immigrant, and his parents were Herman and Ruth Arano, or Aronow. He had two older sisters, Sylvia and Lillian, and he had graduated top athlete from James Madison High School in 1944.
Leave it to the athletes.
In fact, he even worked as a lifeguard in Coney Island, and he enrolled in Brooklyn College. In 1945, he joined the United States Merchant Marine and worked overseas until the end of World War II. In 1947, he returned to the United States and completed his studies. He graduated from Brooklyn College in 1948 with a physical education degree and earned letters in football, wrestling, track. He did like everything. After he finished school, he did a little bit more of physical education, teaching, and then he worked for his father-in-law's construction business. In 1953, he established a construction company, Arano Corporation.
What a sharp left. That's the real red flag. What a sharp left.
From athleticism to construction.
And I understand
Construction workers are pretty athletic.
I know, but it's like,
oh, like teaching phys ed to that. Okay.
Like those are two totally different career paths. I understand like family business. Let's go into the family business. But what, you know, like hearing all of it put together, it's like, oh, and then he left his passion to work construction. Why the change? You know what I mean?
So, yes. And he had built himself up from that. So what's crazy is that, yes, he started out, okay, I'm an athlete, I'm going to teach phys ed, let me work in my construction business. Well, he goes on to form the Formula Marine Boat Company, and he sold that to Alliance Machine in Ohio in 1964. And then he started Donzi Marine, which he sold to Teflex Inc. So he was starting and selling all these marine companies. And then he had founded Magnum Marine and then in 1967, he won his first world championship. So due to non-compete clause following the sale of Magnum Marine, Aronow was not permitted to build boats for several years. That was right after he had sold that, right?
Okay.
So despite this, in 1969, Aronow, sorry, I had to put it in there.
We went to the moon in 1969.
Anyways, supposedly. Aronow built the first cigarette boat under the name Carey.
But he wasn't allowed to?
But he was not allowed to. He illegally built that boat.
Wow. See, red flags.
In Elton Carey's Miami Beach facility. In 1969, Aronow won his second world championship and third consecutive United States championship. He was the second American for boating.
Okay.
He was the second American to win the Union International Montanautiques.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Montanautiques?
Maybe I'm wrong. But we get into the Coking Cowboys around this time. Ooh. Okay. So
I don't know if it's connected, but things happen. Okay? I know we're kind of getting into a little bit of like true crime-y right now, but that's who she was, you know? So
wait, not her. This is the dude.
The journalist was. This is the guy that she was interviewed about.
Yeah.
This is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
In 1970, after the non-compete clause expired, Aronow started the cigarette racing team. Okay. Having sold cigarette in 1982, Aronow formed USA Racing Team and built the Blue Thunders, a 39-foot catamarans used by United States Customs Service to patrol U.S. waters for illegal offshore activities, especially drug smuggling. Aronow's close friends at the time were Vice President George H.W. Bush, which we know dabbled. Senior. George.
Dabbled in what?
Is this senior? I don't think this is senior. Is this senior?
Yeah.
Oh, this is senior. Oh, junior dabbled in drugs. But Bush Senior was a former cigarette owner, and he was involved in testing out the 39-foot catamarans prior to government approval. On February 3rd, 1987, this is what Buchanan was interviewed about. Aronow was murdered in his car at the end of 188th Street in North Miami Beach, where his boat companies operated. Aronow had just come out of a meeting. Witnesses said that a blue Lincoln pulled up next to Aronow's car, and when Aronow rolled down his window, the Lincoln's driver shot him. In 1995, Bobby Young admitted to the shooting and pleaded no contest to second-degree murder, eventually providing a full confession in 2009, shortly before his death. Ben Kramer, winner of the 1986 American Powerboat Association Offshore Championship, had pleaded no contest to manslaughter in 1996. Kramer had a business dispute with Aronow after buying Aronow's business USA Racing Team, but was forced to sell it back after the Customs Service refused to do business with him.
Yeah, all these names, especially together, sound familiar.
Yeah, Kramer was already in prison on a life sentence with no possibility of parole.
Yeah.
After 1988 and 1989 convictions for drug smuggling and gun charges, as well as receiving
America.
as well as receiving a 1990 conviction for a failed escape attempt by helicopter from the federal prison near Miami. So this was the basis.
That's so Florida.
Yeah.
Hey, we're escaping. Just shh.
Yes.
There's going to be a giant ass helicopter. Hologram.
Helicopter. So this is the story that was the basis for the 2009 documentary, Thunderman, the Don Aronow story, and the 2018 movie Speed Kills with John Travolta. Did you ever watch it?
I don't think so.
It's like it's not like what year was this? Yeah, it was 2018. I was going to say he doesn't look younger. This was a 2018 movie. So that's who she was thrown under the bus for, or what she was thrown under the bus for.
So I guess she's looking for conspiracy theories about who killed him or was involved in the murder.
Yeah, so she was interviewed about the murder. So because at the time, she was a journalist.
Wow, that's not dangerous at all.
No.
Hey, let's say that a woman said this is fact and then tell everyone that she's pointing the finger at these folks.
And he was like, say it as if you're saying it hypothetically. But in the documentary, it's like, sometimes people add a little extra spice, which we're going to kind of talk about in our next episode too. That it's so
unfortunate because it's like why you almost want a lawyer for everything. And
absolutely,
there's
which is sad, but true.
We're, we all watch true crime documentaries and there's if you ask for a lawyer, you do look guilty, right off the bat. But it's
but you're advised to always ask for a lawyer.
Yeah. And it's you don't think you're doing anything wrong and you're just doing, and for an interview for a book, who would have even thought? She must have been busy too. It's
it's a favor to another, it's a favor to another journalist. You're like, oh yeah, I'll talk to you about it. What do you are you doing research on it? Whatever. Yeah. She doesn't know. But yeah, she tried to have it all removed, but it was too late.
That sucks. I hate that.
It's pretty awful.
And then she has clout, so they want to quote her. Because if they quote her, then they have her clout behind whatever they quoted. Mm-hmm. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm angry.
I know. I know.
Angry.
It's poopy caca.
If 1 star on book. Fake.
Movie.
1 star on movie. Fake.
Right? Movie.
1 star on whatever this is. Fake.
Oh, book. Anyways, also a documentary and then a movie. Okay. Anyways, so, yeah. So that had happened. And Buchanan was also profiled by Calvin Trillin in 1986 for a piece for The New Yorker because she was an extremely interesting woman. Mm-hmm. But he was basically an Army veteran who worked as a reporter for the Time magazine, and then he joined the staff of The New Yorker in 1963. So he wrote the magazine's U.S. Journal. So he wrote that from 1967 to 1982. But he would cover local events, both serious and quirky, throughout the U.S. And he would also do things like his book for the University of Georgia, which was An Education in Georgia in 1964. But yeah,
like that the way it's described is serious and quirky.
Yeah, some serious, some quirky.
He's just a quirky guy.
It's a variety. It's a variety. But what's funny about him is, yeah, serious and quirky was definitely him. He had gotten the Thurber Prize for American Humor.
The Gerber?
Thurber.
Gerber baby?
No, Thurber.
Thurber?
You know when people say thespian and then they're like, oh, are you a lesbian? Or like our mother says, a pedestrian?
So you're saying I'm just as bad as those people?
Those people? Whoa, Angelica. Okay. But yeah, he has like a quotes book of funny stuff. And it's like, I mean, the guy seems pretty decent. As far as we know. Yeah, she was profiled by him in a piece in 1986 for the New Yorker. And the article was included in Trillin's and Anthology's Killings in 1984 and The Ledge in 2024. So pretty recent. Now, Buchanan.
Yeah, look at all these documents. I wonder if I've watched any of these before. And I'm just like,
probably.
Like, yeah.
I mean, like I heard her name and I'm like, oh, for sure, I know you.
Yeah,
I know you. But she was also featured in the 2018 film The Last Resort, which is a documentary about Miami Beach, and it was directed by Dennis Skull and Kareem Tabash.
What year is this?
2018. There was a documentary. And it features photographs taken between 1976 and 1986 by photographers Andy Sweet and Gary Monroe. Mm-hmm. But basically, it focuses on the transformation of South Beach between the 60s and the 80s. And
that's interesting. Oh my goodness. I have a new watch list.
It talks about a lot of different things, including the Miami drug war in South Beach. So yeah. So she's been involved in the growth of Miami and the growth of Florida for a very long time, since the 60s. So she's just, I mean, she was super interesting, so I had to include her. And as of December, she's currently 87. As of December 2023, she's currently living in a nursing home in Homestead.
I hope it's a beautiful nursing home where they treat her with respect.
Nobody look for it, please.
And she plays cricket or whatever.
She plays Clue. That'd be so cool. What was the movie that we just watched with all the people in the retirement home, and then they like discovered some embezzlement scheme and there was a murder?
Yeah, David Tennant was in it.
Was he?
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil stuff, but he was in it.
I fell asleep through half of it.
Oh, you did. You fell asleep. I think it was like the Murder Club or something.
The Murder Club. Tuesday Murder Club.
Yes. Big actor.
Or Thursday Murder Club. It's one of the
David
T's.
Tennant was not the only person in there.
No.
But it was a really good movie
from what I saw.
Yeah, I was asleep for all of it, but it was a great
It wasn't
movie.
all of it. It was some of it. And then I woke up and because I told her, guys, let's premise this with the movie was incredible from what I saw. I was exhausted that day. So all of us are sitting there. We just ate. I laid down and then I like got through half the movie, passed out. And then I guess I was asleep for like 15 minutes. A lot can happen in 15 minutes in a movie. And no, it wasn't. Hey, I edit this. Don't forget that.
I don't.
And when I woke up, I go, who's that guy? And Angelica was like, he's the gardener dude or whatever.
No, you can't. Spoilers.
I said, who's that guy? Yeah. I said, the gardener dude.
You can't include any of it.
Oh, Angelica, that gives nothing away.
I don't care.
That gives nothing away.
Yeah, it does.
No, I said, who is that guy?
Yeah.
Like, you just gave it away by saying it like that.
No, it's like any piece of the puzzle. Now you just give it away.
No, you just gave it away. You just gave it away. Spoilers. Okay, anyway.
But anyway, I was asking her, like, oh, wouldn't those flowers look cool, like, around our area, like, around our house? And she's like, what flowers? And I was like, it was there for the entire movie. Like, those flowers were there the entire movie. And she's like, and I was like, right, you were asleep. You don't know.
Yeah, see how hostile she gets? I'm a poor, overworked woman. And she was like, I can't believe you didn't watch a movie.
Anyway, we hope this woman has a great retirement.
Yes. So that's her. I mean,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's pretty incredible. So I know I mentioned a couple other people, but you have to know who the people are that she worked with.
She's still in Florida?
She's in Homestead. So that's why she's not. The only reason why I said Legend of Yesterday is, oh my God, I got a hair right here. I feel free. The reason why it's a Legend of Yesterday is just because she's retired. That's basically it.
We've gotten backlash for legends from yesterday that are still alive and making contributions to society. But what they did in the past to influence where we are now is so incredible that like they deserve recognition. And our poor little podcast YouTube says yesterday, but like these people are so cool, and to hear everything she's influenced and all the stories,
I mean, wild.
yeah, that she's been a part of, that's pretty cool. And if you like going to sleep to podcasts, or I'm sorry, true crime, like I do, then that's a huge deal.
And I just mentioned like a little bit about her. I mean, like there's I will link her website. I think I have her publishing website. So that's the episode for today.
Yay, that makes me really excited for next week. I can't wait to see what you have in store, and I can't wait for my new movie watch list. Oh my gosh, like here we go.
Buckle up for next week, folks. It's a doozy.
Okay, I guess we're kicking off the new year.
Kicking off the new year pretty hostile. Okay.
Anyway, guys, thank you all for listening again. Tell us your thoughts. We pay attention to the comment section on YouTube, and we love to hear what you have to say. Even if you have a story that's a little different than the path we've gone through before, we'd be happy to explore it. You'd be like helping us with homework too.
Never forget.
Yeah.
If you would like to write in and tell us your Florida stories, whether it's a haunting you've had, an experience you've had in Florida, weird facts about Florida that you know, conspiracies about Florida that you have, please write them in. You can either write them in the comments, or you can private message us, or you can just email info, INFO, at thisisimprovimprov.com.
And we had last year some interviews with some special folks,
yes,
for who are in the area and are doing cool things right here, right now. And we know folks with stories from yesterday, so you might be hearing some of those. Why not throw your stories into the mix as well?
And don't forget, if you'd like to remain anonymous, that is totally up to you. Just please let us know in your storytelling comment, or in the email. And without further ado, my beautiful creatures, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, and glorious rest of your day. My name is Alexandra.
And I'm Angelica.
Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next time.